Welcome back to Inside the Line. This week we take on episode 308, After the Fire. After the Fire, I remember reading and thinking, oh, this is not our best episode. I remember thinking it was weak when I read it. I was like, oh, there wasn't a lot of laughs to me. There wasn't a lot of stuff that really stood out. And then after we shot it, as we were shooting it, I remember thinking it was much funnier than I gave it credit for. So we'll see if it holds up right now. I'm still trying to remember all the storylines besides just the most obvious that I remember. There was a fire at a neighbor's house, and Claire started taking on donations for it. And I don't remember what the other storylines were. Obviously not the funniest of premises to begin with. But I remember being impressed with how good our cast was, really, because I really thought they brought some of the jokes up with their skill, and then just not realizing some of the comedy beats that were already there and me not seeing them in the read. So I remember being very pleasantly surprised about this episode. So let's see if it holds up. We'll jump right into it, and we'll see what we can see. So, episode 308, After the Fire. All right. What do we got going on here? We've got a little of that. We got a little of that. And we got a little bit of this. Let's see what happens.
Oh, thank you so much for the donation.
I wish I could do more. It's just a bunch of old, out-of-date clothes.
Oh, sure, it's great.
3 weeks ago, our neighbors, the Rands,
Quick
lost
opening
their
joke,
house,
visual.
everything they own in a fire. Fortunately, nobody was hurt.
And fortunately, they're friends with Wonder Woman over here.
I'm hardly Wonder Woman.
She mobilized the community to donate clothes, furniture, appliances, all to help them.
Oh, is this
start over
Knicker
again.
Snackers?
You found them.
I'm no Wonder Woman. Rand-Aid was her idea.
Wasn't my idea to call it Rand-Aid.
Okay, fine. I'm Wonder Woman.
Terrible tragedy.
They're our closest friends.
We know them.
We know them.
Ruben are tight. In fact, I put in one of their closets. Not that it matters, but it was the only structure to survive the fire.
Don't even say that word. In my country, it is considered very, very bad luck when your house burns down.
They lived a block away from us.
Smoke was everywhere. I was so upset I couldn't sleep for days. Of course, Mitchell won't let me take anything.
Well, can't we both know why? Some people have been known to sleepwalk or even sleep drive on that medication.
Oh, is this sleep clowning?
Cam's reaction is much worse.
Yeah.
No! No! No!
No! No!
Oh, God. I sleep, clown.
This was good. Yeah.
Dad, you're gonna kill yourself.
I got it. We're on a schedule here. I still have to pick up the truck.
If you want him to stop lifting things, put all this in grocery bags and turn the TV on to a football game.
Oh, take this.
That was a
away from
long
me.
joke.
Why?
So in the open, so far we've had the very first joke was right off the top was a visual joke. The interview jokes I think is where I made my mistake. Like they didn't read funny, but then when you saw them, the closet thing was perfectly perfectly Jay. It was the only structure that was still there. The other joke was Sophia, which is not funny when you read it. In my country, a fire is a bad omen, or whatever that joke was. I didn't read as funny at all, but I thought she delivered it very well, and then Ed's reaction to it was funny. And then the sleep clowning is another visual joke, which I thought was fine. You know, it sets up the premise of sleep clowning that we may pay off later. But I thought them waking up and them both mimicking each other was very funny, and I think that was due to their acting skill that joke came through so cleanly and really elevated the material.
Two of our best brokers left to start their own agency, and the office gossip is flying.
I wonder who did this. Was this
And if I have this, oh my God, those guys took 2 secretaries and the tube dude with them.
the tube dude?
You know, the blowy guy that attracts.
This is fun. Again, visual joke.
See, I've seen him. He goes down and with there, and then he shakes up. goes down in there and then
You almost
up,
got
and
it.
then
You almost got it.
Hi, sorry. We would have been here sooner.
This
but
is the Fred Savage episode? This might be
It's a
Fred.
somber occasion, and all my tops are too joyful.
You do not want our problems.
Oh, here, Jay, let me go. I got it.
Dad!
No, Jay,
Nah.
that's not quite it. Remember, you got air blowing through you, so it's more like, and then out, and then out.
Again, a payoff joke, which is okay. Hard to do throw out your back and make him fit it into comedy. You know what I mean? He comes in, I got it out my back, but he doesn't really move to do anything to wrench his back too awful much. It's just you gotta sell the premise to take on the storyline. This might be where Phil gives Jay a massage. So it might be new where we find a little newfound respect, but yeah, not our strongest. Not that I'm ever going to critique Ed O'Neill, please. Man's a genius, I say.
Leave me alone, I'm fine. I've got to pick up that truck.
I'd be happy to get the truck.
I don't think so. It's a pretty big truck.
Oh, is it bigger than the combine I've been driving since I was 12 years old? Or the windrow tractor with McDon header that I drove to and parallel parked at my high school prom?
At least something got plowed that night.
That! Oh my god, that's a magnificent joke. Magnificent joke, so good.
That out for you.
I'm fine.
Dad, you don't know what you're missing. Phil is a magician.
And a licensed masseur. Before I heard the siren song of residential real estate, I was bitten by the rub bug.
No, he's amazing. I had this knot in my leg, 2 minutes with Phil, and it was gone.
I'm sorry, but I think you might have a higher tolerance for a man's hands on your body than I do.
Charming.
Hey, don't be an idiot. Let Phil help you.
Fine.
Great! I'll just go get the room ready.
Phil
I think you'll be
Water?
surprised with
I'm
what
so
these
very
hands
happy
can
about
do.
that.
Really? Can they drive a Bobcat skid steer with a bucket grapple through a school hallway on a dare? Because these can, and have.
You'll
So
be surprised with what these.
this line is hard. This line is a mouthful, and it took Eric a couple tries to get it. And that is no attack on Eric, because this is a tongue-twisting mouthful. And I think maybe he might have even nailed it the first time, but then in subsequent, when you have to do it over and over, it's a hard line. And this take, he knocks it out of the park. But I remember us having to do this a few times because, whew, it's a mouthful.
Really? Can they drive a Bobcat skid steer with a bucket grapple through a school hallway on a dare? Because these can.
Bobcat skid steer with a bucket grapple through a class. I mean, that is a lot.
Poor Ruben, huh? Having to rebuild his whole life at age 12. Yeah, that blows. I know we're both shaken up, but let's watch the language.
Okay. Put this in a safe place. It's for Ruben.
Ah.
It's one of those,
Yeah.
how do you say again? The
Tick, 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 tick,
Is
tick,
that
tick.
the helicopter with a camera in it that you control with your phone? The one I asked for?
I got Danny. Oh, Danny wrote it. One of my favorite writer. Very.
No, don't burn
I am
your
Fred
phone down.
Savage. Okay. Yeah, because I remember the boys lose
How
this.
lucky
Yes.
is Ruben? So lucky. You know what? I say we take this thing out and see how she flies. I don't know. My mom got it for Ruben. Oh, so now he won't even share his toys? He never does. Screw that guy. Yeah. You're a terrible influence. You need me.
You need me.
Claire, in case you want to add something, I put the box of dresses outside, and this is the box of Snickers.
Snickers.
Thanks.
Snickers.
So we did have something to add to this box of Snickers.
English is not her first language, and she's just trying to help.
Mitchell, come on. You can't do that. You can't just change the rules. This is what we do. When Gloria says something silly, we innocently laugh behind her back.
Come on, she's had a rough week, all right? She's really worried about Tia Maria Cecilia and that surgery. Oh, and then she lost her cell phone at Pilates.
How do you know that?
How do you
We have
know?
coffee.
Oh, have. So when did this become like a thing?
What's the big deal? We're friends. I like Gloria.
It's no big deal. I have nothing against her. I just think. All right. So before you get all judgy, I gave her that vase.
After I gave it to you.
All right, good joke. We used a breakaway there.
Gloria.
No big deal. I have nothing against her. I just need.
And as you can see, the breakaway is laid out in a perfect row, right? So we either have to get lucky and have the box fall and smash and break just the way you want it to break, or you cut into it, right? We're on this side, things up there.
No big deal. I have nothing against her.
We just cut to the wide here, and I've already placed the pieces on the ground. That's how this joke works. So we know where the box is going to kind of fall. We know what camera's going to go down to. So I've already put the broken pieces of the vase on the ground. So when the box goes down, we can still go down with the box. Wait a minute to put the crash sound in effect in, and then pan over and see the broken vase, because I've already placed those pieces to make it look like the vase fell down and broke. Also, I want to say I did a pretty good job. It looks like the vase would have just fell down and broke that way. Like so.
All right.
So that's how that gag gets done. We preset it.
After I gave it to you.
You couldn't part with that t-shirt? I love this shirt. You know, you don't have to look the way you look. Amber Rand lost all her clothes in a fire, but she gets to build herself a new wardrobe. Let me bring her clothes.
Girls, get down here. There's a lot of work to do.
Great read.
Ugh, she's in a mood. You know what we have to do, right? There's no way you're my real sister. You're the most selfish.
Okay, that's it. I cannot take the fighting. Just get out of the house.
Works every time.
You know, I don't even want to drive a truck anymore, even though on the farm I was...
I can't take another farm story. Yay! You might want to take someone with you. The thing's been parked there 6 months. You're going to want to hose it down, sweep for spiders.
Good news, girls. You're going with Uncle Cam.
Huh?
Yay!
Perfect by Sarah. Perfect by Sarah. That slight huh? And the look of being just dumbfounded. Yeah, man, Sarah is such a good actress. Man,
His need
she's
for my approval
awesome.
is exhausting. In 10 years, I've asked him for one thing: to hook up my wireless
Printer, right?
He still won't shut up about it.
How's that printer working out for you? Still loving that printer, huh? You know, if your printer breaks from here, I can fix it on my phone.
Can you?
I can, but I don't need to, because I fixed it forever.
Just once, I wish he wouldn't make such a big deal about everything.
All right, so let's go back, shall we?
Can you?
All right.
How's that printer working out for you?
I don't think that's a callback for anything. I don't remember that. This is a callback to the boys' dance, high school dance. So, and we didn't shoot that at the time. We didn't have this joke in mind at the time. So I think we went back, we redressed these guys the way they were dressed before, and we just redid this sequence. Like you saw it the previous the other episode, and added it in. So it was a callback that we had to shoot at the time. This, on the other hand, we had to have this idea while we were in Wyoming. So we shot this joke while we were there.
If it breaks from here, I can fix it on my phone.
Can you?
I can, but I don't need to, because I fixed it forever.
Just once, I wish he wouldn't make such a big deal about everything.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Now just disrobe and place the towel over your buttocks.
Riding the open road in a big rig like this sure can work up a man's powerful appetite.
We've gone 5 blocks.
Do you want a burger or not?
I could eat. Hey, Alex, maybe Uncle Cam will let you borrow his hat later. You know, since you dress like a dude. I like the way I dress. Uncle Cam, as her future prom date, will you please talk to her? You know fashion.
First of all, you're each beautiful in your own way, but you're both playing for second because I'm too sexy for this truck.
I have to say, you do drive it surprisingly well. Yeah, who'd have thought?
Surprising. What, that a gay man can drive a truck? You know, I expect that kind of thinking from Jay's generation. But from our future generation, no. Wow, this place got crowded.
Oh, you're really wedged in there. You want us to help guide you out?
That question, it was like a hate crime.
It was a hate crime.
Sorry?
Hey, you're really close on this side.
Yeah, I see it.
Careful!
I'm being careful.
Gasping, really? Holding hands. We're not in a nosedive. Okay, you know what? If it would make you feel better, get out and guide me. Okay, come on. Let's go.
Please don't yell at me, but there's not enough room.
Okay, climb over.
Please don't yell at me, but there's not enough room.
You're fine.
You're fine.
You know, the Native Americans believed that burning sage kept bad energy away.
How'd that work out for him? Get that back.
That's the spirit. I just need to make sure that the oil is a perfect 98.6. And it is perfect. Now, I want you to take a deep breath and let me transport you to a land I call Relaxistan.
Oh, what the hell? Get off me. I knew this was a terrible... Oh, Mama Lucian, that's good. Oh.
A long camera take. That could be the longest camera take we've ever had.
I don't know. I'm still feeling guilty. It's Ruben's helicopter. Ruben is the whole reason we should be doing this. He's barely living proof that life can change in a second. You gotta grab what you can, when you can. What is this hold you have on me? Wow. Okay, now ease up. Okay, I'm easing up. Okay, it's not working. Get a hold of yourself, Manny. I can't. She's getting away. I can't hold her. Give it to me. Mayday! Mayday!
Ah.
Oh, well.
Oh,
What
well.
do you mean, oh, well? My mom's gonna kill us. Us? You were flying it. I was in the attic packing boxes. You're gonna help me find it, or the next search will be for you. I like this guy. Where's he been?
I like this guy. Where's he been? Such a great job with Luke. All right, so this a couple of things happen.
I don't know.
One, you get yourself what's called a ringer. We talked about ringers before when we were talking about throwing the football, and Cam had to throw the football and hit the guy on the bike. That didn't go very well. I'm not sure that this ringer went much better. So you get somebody who can fly the actual drone, who's flying it right now. Our boys look like they're flying it, but actually it's the drone wrangler or the ringer offset, and he's flying it into the frame and into the shot. And I remember us having problems with the drone that day. You get this random thing in them, but you know, it's still somebody who's trying to do run a drone, and these were drones back in 2009, 10, 11, right? These aren't 2024 drones, 2022 drones that are very easy to control. These were drone technology was just hitting the market, and it was exciting, but it wasn't fine-tuned. And I believe we actually did lose the drone at one point. We lost a connection with it, and it may have taken off on us. I remember there was drone problems. I remember Fred not being overly thrilled that we had these problems. But I know that Fred wanted this shot where you get the boys in the foreground, you get the boys talking, and the drone is there in the frame. So we didn't add that in post. That's not a burn-in. That is us actually shooting the drone while we're shooting the boys.
Okay, now ease up. I like this guy.
And it did not go well. It was not a great day. Which is hard for props, because it's kind of a prop thing, even though that's an odd shot, but it's when we...
This. I love this. It just slipped out.
It's hard for props because, you know, at the end of the day, it is a prop, and even though there's a wrangler, you still kind of feel a little bit responsible for it, but it's even when it's not actually your deal, it's pretty much people you hired's deal. Do you know what I mean?
3 words I could say to Phil. I was just praying he would let it go and not make a big deal about it.
Oh my God. This is huge. Jay, I'm sorry. I need a minute.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's a very odd shot for us. That underneath up.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, these are fantastic. Why is Manny
shot.
getting rid of them?
He said that they were last season.
I used to have a pair like these. I can never find them anymore.
Oh, there's an outlet store. They don't have men's size, but I'm sure the biggest size for boys will fit you perfectly. I'll take you.
All right, it's a date.
Oh, another date.
Claire, I heard what happened with the vase, but I don't want you to worry about it.
I'm so sorry. I should have told you about that sooner. I have really been shaken by this whole fire thing. You know, life is so fragile.
I know, like a vase.
Like a vase.
You tattled on me?
She asked me about it. What was I supposed to do? Why are you making those cruel sounds with your mouth?
You don't see it? You're turning Gloria into Mom.
Oh.
First, you got all defensive of her, and then you tattled on me to her. That's exactly what you did with old Mom. It's what you're doing with new Mom.
Okay, okay. Only you could
It's
make
nice to see the two.
something ugly.
Don't get me wrong. I think it's sweet.
It's nice to see the interaction of them as
I
siblings.
do not have mommy issues.
Okay. So I pick you up tomorrow, we go get you your big boy pants, and then we go and get a little ice cream, okay?
Perfect.
I don't want to hear it. She's so pleased.
You still don't feel very good?
I told Phil I loved him.
Oh,
It was an accident, but you know how he gets with that stuff.
I know.
Jay, can I talk to you later about what just happened? Yeah. Thanks. Jeez, just worked that out.
You're screwed.
You're screwed.
Today is the biggest day of my life.
Oh, this is where Phil decides he's going to go off on his own,
If I'm hurting you.
yeah, Phil and Jay have a heart-to-heart, and Jay tells him he should do it, I think, right?
Oh my God.
Because the other guys ask him to go with him.
Huge. Jay, I'm sorry. I need a minute. The two guys who left the firm asked me to quit my job and partner with them at the new agency. Big opportunity, big risk.
Yeah.
And they need an answer by the end of the day. I don't always make great decisions under pressure.
Is this the llama?
What the hell is that?
An alpaca.
An alpaca. I got the last one. I love it. That's such a great joke.
Okay, so I floated with a table of truckers who have offered to help us.
No, no help. I've come too far.
Have you?
Oh, hey, they don't sell pizzas at this restaurant. You parked here illegally. Congratulations, sir. You're destroying America.
Hey, there are no cars behind us. Go. Got it.
All right, everybody relax. We're fine. We're fine.
We are not fine. And we're all smushed. And we're scared. And we're tilted at a 30-degree angle. Nerd. And we're dirty and tired and late.
Okay, can you please just
Called
be
nerd
quiet?
right in the middle.
Why couldn't we have just asked for help?
Because I'm teaching you girls a very valuable lesson. That gay men can do anything straight men can do.
Yeah, we know that. Do you think you're the only gay guy that we know? Yeah, my soccer coach is gay. A pediatrician. My Latin tutor. Nerd. Our electrician.
Nerd.
Why were you so surprised when I said I could drive a truck?
Not because you're gay, because you're you. And by the way, you can't.
Okay, wow, I guess I owe you an apology.
I love the double nerd that's just thrown in and nobody
Stereotypes, I'm a
notices
little
it.
sensitive about it.
Oh, hey, there's a trucker that I talked to. Hey, excuse me, hi. Could you give us a hand, please?
Sure thing, sweetie. Oh, like she'll be able to help us.
Like she'll be able to help us.
Boy, you have the right idea. There's a little break from the mother and child reunion going on down there. Don't ask. Mitchell's turning Gloria into Mom. Bam! It's out. You remember the way Mom and Mitchell used to be in their private little club? Just the two of them, no one else allowed in? Well, it's happening again.
This is such a
This
great,
time around,
subtle
it's happening
piece.
with your wife. You should see them down there. It'd actually be adorable if we weren't so sick.
Gladville. Beer.
You know, I feel
Like
like
ND beer.
Mitchell is a grown man. He has a child, and he's still working out some psychodrama from 20 years ago. Dad, can I have a sip of your beer? Thanks. Oh my God. Mitchell cozies up to Mom. I go running to Daddy. I'm the one who's turning Gloria into Mom, which is really disturbing since we're the same age.
You're older.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's where we're gonna chime in.
Will you hurry up?
Oh, that's where we're gonna
I'm saving
chime
my
in.
strength, because if we
Great.
don't find this helicopter, I'm walking to Canada. Hope you like taxes. Hey, that's our helicopter.
Is it now? I'm sure you have the proper documentation for that.
Just give it back. It's ours. You guys are bullies. They can't be bullies. They're nerds.
Don't pigeonhole us. We can be both.
Is there an issue here?
Uncle Cam, I got this.
Oh my God, it's Alex Dunphy.
So awesome.
What's the problem here, boys? These geeks won't give us back our helicopter that we took from Ruben. Is that right, Abraham?
Oh my God, she knows your name.
Helicopter, please.
Love you.
What just happened? You have your fans, I have mine. Someday, your fans are going to work for my fans.
That's so good. It's so good.
Gloria, do you mind if I talk to Mitchell alone for a minute?
It's okay. I already know what you said, and I think it's crazy. Mitchell is not making me his mommy.
No, I know. He's not. But I think that I might be.
Okay, now you're going really, really crazy because I am younger than you.
By 14 months, so let's settle down.
What is going on with you today?
All right, I'm working this out as I go. I think maybe seeing you get all buddy-buddy today...
Set deck had a long day.
...feel like it did when you were with Mom, and I don't know, I felt like the odd man out.
Okay, well, that's how I used to feel with you and Dad.
No.
Oh.
No, we chose teams, even during the divorce. Okay.
All right, so boxes. Most of them are empty. The ones that aren't empty, like this one that you see over here, I'll go behind Sophia's name, but have stuff sticking out of it are going to be stuffed up to the top with either towels, clothing, and most likely bubble wrap. And then you set the stuff on top of it so it's not heavy. That's going to be what you do for every single box, like the ones that Edward holding and carrying in today. Bubble wrap, bubble wrap, bubble wrap. A couple of things sticking out of the top. The same thing that you do with grocery bags when you see people carrying it in, unless they have to unpack it. You bubble wrap it up 90%, or you just close up the boxes like you see over here, and there's nothing in them. They're all empty boxes, and so that makes it easier for set deck because they have to put all of those boxes in here, and they have to take all those boxes out at the end of the episode, or God forbid if the boxes have to move during the scene for whatever reason, or during the episode, then they have to move that stuff in and out. That would have been Josh. So yeah, all empty, all illusion.
Couple years.
Simple,
you
quick.
In our own team, you know. You don't want that to.
And that ball, I hated. I gave it to him. It was one of the things that was in the box that they pulled out, but that ball is just, I don't know. I've always hated it.
Try hugging a box so that your poor mother doesn't have to do all the hard work.
I am sorry, Gloria, about all the mom stuff today. I got this crazy idea that you like Mitchell better than me.
I do like Mitchell better than you.
What?
Ay, please. Are you going to honestly tell me that I'm your favorite person in this family? I'm not even your favorite Colombian in this family. I would love to get closer to you. You have my number. But call me quickly because I book up.
I love how straightforward she is.
There you are. I really need to talk to you.
You really don't.
Jay, please, it's about work. I got a text during your massage. I've been offered a partnership in a new agency.
Oh.
Oh.
Good for you.
I'm not so sure. I mean, there's a big upside, but I have a stable job right now. I have 3 kids, and at least one of them's going to college.
I love
Worst
that.
case scenario, they all go.
Well, what does Claire think?
I haven't told her yet. I wanted to talk to you first. You've done this.
Well, I think that there's only really one question.
Whether I'm ready to run my own company?
You're great with people. We know you're a good salesman. You've managed to provide a good living in tough times.
And what? Is this the right time?
Never a perfect time. House could burn down tomorrow. Question is...
That's great.
Do you want this?
Yeah. Yeah, I really want it.
Then gamble on yourself. I'd gamble on you.
I'm gonna do it.
There you go.
Thanks, Jay. Hey, look, I know you were reluctant to get that massage, but I I think we can both agree it had a happy ending.
Please don't say it.
If I could only save one possession in the fire. Probably my first set of golf clubs. My old man gave them to me.
That's nice. This is a nice little ending.
The engagement ring that Jay gave me that changed my life.
Lily's adoption papers.
I was gonna say adoption papers, so I guess then I would say my
Nothing.
mom's recipe book.
Nothing in that box. It was so
All our
light.
family photos. Which
Horrible. God, that's
say
killing me.
adoption
Look at
papers.
that.
So
Just an
I
empty
guess
box
then
that he's taping. He's throwing it around like there's stuff in there. Ugh, I hate it. I hate it so much. It's like empty coffee cups. I hate it. I look at it and it just... Oh, it's terrible. Terrible. And I'm sure I tried to put something in there, and I'm sure I was rebuffed, because there's no way I would have let that happen, because it would make me sick to my stomach, as it is right now. Hate that!
all our family photos, which I keep on my iPad, so my iPad.
As long as I have my family, I wouldn't need anything else.
You say something like that, it makes us all seem petty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Good camera take. Very nice.
Cam's sleeping. I don't want to wake him.
He's had a rough day. Not as rough as Grandpa's truck.
Thank you so much for driving me. I really didn't want to ride in that big rig.
It was amazing. Everybody was honking, and I learned like 5 new curse words, mostly from Cam.
Oh, I'm glad I could give you a laugh today. I didn't know that's what I was to you people, a big joke.
No, honey, it wasn't like that.
No, we really Cam, we love you.
Save it. I'm going back to bed.
Oh, he won't remember that.
So he's still doing that?
Yeah, but we're working on it.
Fine. Tag. Fine. He probably won't remember. He probably wouldn't remember it anyway, so that's fine. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was a more heartfelt episode, but more importantly, it was a setup episode. It was an episode that was going to set up changes for this season of Phil striking out on his own, and Haley and Alex, and seeing Alex in a new light with the kind of being the sexy, unattainable to her, the geek guys and things like that. But it was still an episode I thought that was much funnier than as it read, since it was a decent amount of visual jokes in there, and you can't really get that on the page. So, and again, with the cast really elevating certain jokes to make them very funny. All in all, not bad. I think it held up. I think it was as good as I remember it being the first time. Just a decent episode, strong. Let me know what you guys thought of it. Maybe it was your favorite. I don't know. But like, subscribe, send it over to other people who may like it. We will be back next week. We'll tackle another episode. Looking down in the corner, it's a Josh Gad episode. Before Josh Gad was really Josh Gad, although I think he was probably something to think he was the original cast of Book of Mormon. If I'm not mistaken? Though he was big there, but I don't think he had blown up quite yet. Although I could be mistaken. But yeah, we'll meet again next week, and we will see what we can see. But until that time, see ya.